Mage, I was hoping you would say Mage. I would love to play Mage. I have not played Mage in a while. We've had a couple of good Paladin runs. And Mage, for some reason, has been pretty hit or miss for us. But that's alright. You guys missed it, okay? If you didn't see my Instagram or Facebook post, you missed it. You missed the knock knock joke. We starting the stream with the world's greatest knock knock joke. So you missed today, but we'll have another one tomorrow. I thought of doing one at the beginning of each draft, but that's just too many knock knock jokes. So let's do a mage, a fresh mage run, the first one of the week. So I sat on that hunter run all weekend. I had to play on the other account. I did a paladin run, and we got to 8 wins. So far, 8 and 7 in the last 24 hours. Let's see what we can do with this mage. Ready? Yes, let's do it. I kind of want to do druid too. Ooh, meteor has a huge impact, obviously, because it's a meteor. I mean, that's like dinosaur killing stuff. But Primordial Drake, I think, swings the game more. Meteor answers more things, especially early on. But Primordial Drake puts you in a better position to win, right? This is a better answer, puts you in a better position not to lose, right? To deal with something. But I think the Drake, I'm going to start with the Drake. We're playing Mage, we're taking the neutral. We're going to get better answers than Meteor. I guarantee it. We're going to get like a Blizzard. Wow, this is a really good pick here. Lots of ice. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger here from Batman. Jude, I am the Iceman. Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, I chill. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen it. That was a bad impersonation. That one was really tough though. So there's the scene where they're ice skating, and the police have pulled into the building. Or no, Batman came in on the Batmobile, and they froze. He froze his car with the ray, and the ice on it is clearly styrofoam when he opens the door. Just saying, the Batman movies of the '90s are not what they are today. Though I would like to see the governor in another one, in another Batman movie. Let's get that going. We're going to take the Blizzard since we passed up on the Meteor for the Drake. We got to have some AoE here. I think we need more pressure. So Shifting Scroll is fun to take, especially early in a draft, because we have ways of getting answers later on. But the Cleric is a really good 2-drop, gives you a lot of options. We're going to take the Champion. That'll get us to late game. Card draw is too easy to take over those ones. So every arena run, I pound it into your guys' face every time. You want a silence, so I can't possibly pass up on the silence. It's going to help us beat every paladin we run across, every steed. I also like polymorph a lot. I count it as a silence. It's pretty much along the same lines. There are some positions where Spellbreaker is better because it gets you the 4/3 body. It gets through like membranes on Volcanosaurs, for examples. And then there are positions where polymorph's better. So ideally we'll get both. But you want a silence, and then you want a poison. Hopefully we can find a poison or weapon destruction, but I'm not too worried about Silver Sword. We've actually been playing around Silver Sword super well lately in every deck that we've had. We've got a Blizzard, we've got a Drake. I think we can just know to set our board up to take care of Silver Sword. I mean, it's easier said than done, but I don't think we need a weapon destruction as much as we need a poison. And since they've kind of neutered the paladin drop rates a little bit, we've actually been seeing shamans and warlocks and priests doing better than they had in the past, so I'm not too worried about weapon destruction right now. I would much rather get a good poison. But on top of that, what we're looking at here is not the best, I think. So the Tainted Zealot is perfect for Defiles. After that, it probably fits best in Mage. I just don't know. Having one Frost Nova is a huge impact in the game. There's a couple cards out there that are fringe on the outside, playable / draftable, but have a huge impact if you get them at the exact right spot, right? So Curse of Weakness, Frost Nova are just a couple of them that are like, you know, this isn't a standard card. This isn't the best one. But if you Frost Nova at the right time in like 1 out of 4 games, it's gonna win you the game. Same as for True Arcane Explosion. But I think I need another body, another 2-drop, something for the Fallen Sun Cleric to help out. I want card draw, but the Geist is one of those cheese cards. It's one of those cards like Steed, like Flamestrike, like the Lich King. It's not exactly as high as Lich King, but if you get it going, it wins you the game. Especially you need those cards in arena. You can't. It's not even being played in standard because it doesn't have the same impact. But if you get 3 zombies and then you turn those 3 zombies into more zombies with a trade for, I don't know, sludge, then you're looking at something fine going on there. I think we need at least 1 scroll. Our deck doesn't have enough spells yet. We only have 1. The same is true kind of for the Cult Master as it is with the Geist, but it doesn't have the same impact that it used to. This guy was so top of the game 3 years ago. You would always take a Cult Master in Arena back when Obama was president. I wonder if it's related. He peaked in Obama's presidency. I wonder why. Oh man, so being able to cast a spell with the Mage is extremely high value, but we don't have a secret yet. And we need the Defender just to get that external value. We don't have anything that gets us value outside of the game, and since the card that gave you 3, I can't even remember the name of it. What's the Mage card that gives you 3 random ones? It was so good. The Tome. Since the Tome's gone, there's not that many things in Mage that you can rely on to give you external value. So getting something like a Defender, which there aren't any Mage minions with Taunt, so you're actually only looking for neutrals here. But there's some good neutrals. So we will not complain about it if we hit them. So we actually want an elemental chain going here, which makes me think we take the Lizard just to try to get value out of it. This guy's so bad now. They've power creeped him out of the industry. There's a 1/4 that does the same thing, only he's 2 mana, and he can occasionally turn into a 4/1 werewolf to help you out there. What do our 4-drops look like? Let's just take a fatty. This guy can get you really good value too. Ooh. They're doing it to us. They're making the picks hard. We need the Flamestrike. I do want another polymorph though. So deck, if you could give us another polymorph. We definitely take the Recruit here. Easy peasy. Oh, there's another polymorph. But is it better than Fireball or Bone Mare? Are we going for control? I don't think our deck is that control. Our deck is not that anything right now. I think our deck needs a Fireball. More than a Bone Mare? Yeah, I think it does. Yep, we need a Fireball. Really bad. I was just talking a minute ago about how we need poison, but this is not my favorite poison, especially in Mage, where there's no buffs to it. So if we got like a Death Speaker, then that's good. And we do have a Cleric, but I think we need a secret. Well, let's take the Elemental. I'm still hopeful we get some Elemental chains going on here. Wow, that is some pooty poo right there. Mana Bind is maybe conditionally the best card, right? If we get a Steed with Mana Bind, it's so good. Or Flamestrike. Yeah, we gotta get the Mana Bind to work. Oy. I don't want to draw the Mana Bind though. It is nice to draw cards, but over that, we need a nice strong Elemental. I was just talking about Death Speaker, which is one of my favorite cards in Arena. Let's take that guy. Whew, Volcanosaur is perfect for this deck. We need that late game. Hey! Leeroy! Do we play Leeroy tonight? We might play Leeroy. Man, actually, the Archmage Arugula, though, a nice solid 2/2 with this deck might be really good. What do we have for Rush? Nothing. What do we have for Lifesteal? Nothing. Do we even have a Death Rattle yet? Oh man, Ashmore. I don't think we've got any value out of Ashmore. Sorry, Ashmore. But is Leeroy? Leeroy's great. Everybody loves Leeroy. Oh man. But is it the best choice? I mean, it's Leeroy. Can I get away with trying to get Leeroy in here? Our deck's so slow. But I love Leeroy. But if we get the Archmage behind a couple of the taunts... Guys, this is on you. Can I take Leeroy? Seems like a bad idea to take Leeroy. I love Leeroy, though. Leeroy. I don't have any actual card draw. So this guy has to live. Unless I get him on turn 6 with the Gnomish Inventor. Alright. Alright, let's make Leeroy work. We can make Leeroy work at least. Now we gotta go way more aggressive. Let's do it. Let's just go face all the time. This guy's the most value. What are my 4 drops compared to my 2 drops? Nope, we need the 2 drop. Sorry, Grim Necromancer. I really want you in the deck. So we're going aggressive. Death Speaker. Oh, the Death Speaker Leeroy Jenkins combo. Turn 10. Picture this. Ready? Leeroy Jenkins, Death Speaker, trade for a 6/6, ping one of the 1/1s. Our opponent's just dead after that. What can they possibly do? Right? So here's my favorite poison. We're going to take that. The Phoenix for the aggro. We're just going full aggro. Elemental Chain. Let's do that. That gets us the most value. So I love having Mana Worms. Obviously, Mana Worm is like one of the biggest defining minions for Mage. But we have like 3 spells, right? It's not like I can play this guy and then Frostbolt and then Fireball and just go face. Like, I have nothing for spells. The Arcanologist gets me Mana Bind. It's always nice to draw a card, but man, having 2 poison, 2 of my favorite poison, that's pretty insane. Let's do that. Ooh, a 3-drop. What's my favorite 3-drop out of these? What do we have so far? We have a lot of things that we want to hold on to for tech, right? So let's get something we really want to play on turn 3. Let's just get an Egg Napper. Oh, another Egg Napper. Oh, there's the secret. That's why I kept giving us Arcanologist. It's like, you're gonna want this Arcanologist. You're gonna get a secret that you want. I should have listened. So we're going super aggressive. We've got Leeroy for the finish. How do we set up Leeroy best here? Berserker? Is it crazy to pass up on Chain Gang? It might be. Chain Gang's so good. No, we're gonna be in charge. We're gonna be in charge of this game every time. That's the plan. We're just going to go super aggressive. Is the Berserker too aggressive over the Cold Wraith? Yeah, let's take the Cold Wraith. We still have all these 3 drops that we might not want to drop on turn 3 or coin out, right? Like, you don't really want to coin out Basilisk most of the time or coin out Mana Bind. So let's get something that we wouldn't mind coining out. Another 6-drop charge. That's really good. The Steam Surge, though, if we hit that curve, is gonna be way better, but the charge really helps us catch up. What do our 4-drops look like? Our 4-drops are really good right now. And our late game, if we don't set up Leeroy to win, we will need the commander. Let's do it. There we go. Okay, Leeroy Jenkins, baby. I can't remember the last time I drafted Leeroy. Do you guys remember? I don't even remember. This is so exciting. I'm so pumped to have Leeroy. Okay, so we do have a silence. I had to pass up on both polymorphs, so we don't have a polymorph. But we've got 2 poisons. Got a lone champion. This deck's great, guys. What do you think? I'm thinking we go to at least 8 wins on this bad boy. Might be tough. It's got a little bit of an identity crisis, right? Like, do we go face every turn just to try to win with Fireball Leeroy? Or do we trade and get value out of our Blizzard, Flamestrike, and Volcanosaur? I think it's good to have those options, right? We do have some cards that aren't the best. And I do wish I had gotten an Arcanologist or a Mage for casting out one of these secrets. We got to be really careful with our Mana Bind. I wish we had a Pyroblast. We didn't even see one. Last time we played Mage, we were offered 3 Pyroblasts. And then last week, we lost to 4 Pyroblasts. So they're around. We know they're around, Blizzard. Where are our Pyroblasts? Where are the Pyroblasts? Oh, maybe there are none left.